So the hair that we have is the Marley hair. Like I mentioned, this is $5.99 a pack. I got number 1. The brand is Noor. I don't know. $5.99 a pack. And when you open it, it's going to be in bulk sections like this. So what I'm doing now is that I'm actually taking about 4 of these little bundles, and that's what I'm going to use for each Bantu knot. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to keep it just like this, getting a rubber band. I'm going to put a rubber band in the center and make a loop out of it. So the way I'm going to do that, get the rubber band and just make a little loop. Now with that, I'm going to go ahead and brush this out so it's not as wavy, and it's going to take away some of the texture that's here. You don't have to do too much brushing. It will shed, and that's not a problem. But brushing it out is going to take away some of the coil textures in there. Xayli, are you okay? Sai, come here. And it's also going to give it a fuller appearance, which is perfect for when you do the Bantu knots. So I'm going to make some of these. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So about 10 of these, which means I need 40 of those little pieces of hair. So I have 1 here, and these are some that I already have prepared. And I'll have these bundles ready for when I go to do it in the morning. Now I know that this is the size that I want because I already did a couple of the little Bantu knots, and the size was perfect. So kind of test out what size you want to do. So how many little sections of hair you want to do in each bundle, so that you know that's the correct size. Then you can go ahead and prep the little bundles that you need for each Bantu knot. Guys, it's now about 7 o'clock. I went to bed probably like around, it might have been 4 o'clock. So I took my scarf off and my hair is pretty much set. I'll go back and touch that up a little bit later. But what I started doing now is putting my locks into little corkscrews, and for me they're not even full corkscrews because I'm not trying to manipulate my locks that much. So all I'm really trying to do is get it into a little ball. That way I can wrap the Marley hair around it, and this kind of gives it a big knot underneath, a nice foundation to make that corkscrew even bigger. There you go. We can work with that. Okay, so I have my foundation set. Now these are some of the bundles that I pre-made last night, and I'm going to show you exactly what I'm going to do. If you can find the assorted rubber bands, the ones that have a larger loop, definitely get those, and I'll show you why. They work much better. You end up using less rubber bands, and I like it that way. All right, so let's see if we can do one back here. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I am actually going to put this around the little Bantu knot that I have here with my own hair. So that's going to go around the Bantu knot. And the next thing that I'm going to do is use the Marley hair, and I'm bending it back over my own hair to kind of cover it. So with that, I now need a rubber band to hold that in place. And I'm only going to use 1 rubber band for this. If it ends up popping, that's okay, because you're going to have a Bantu knot around it anyway. And all you're really trying to do is to cover your hair. That way when you're wrapping, you don't have to kind of move the hair around to protect and cover your own hair. So now all I'm going to do is twist this Marley hair and go around at the same time. Twist it lightly. You don't want to do it too tight. And go around, making yourself a little knot. And then see, you gotta be careful. As you get to the end, you want to go closer to the base because that's where you're going to start to secure the hair by going under the Bantu knot. And just go around and around until you have no more hair left. And that's what that looks like. I can't see what it looks like back there, but I hope it's looking good. I can see from the side. I like what I'm seeing. So I'm going to do another one with a longer rubber band to show you the difference. So this one I have a longer rubber band. I'm going to do this one up here. So I'm going to put this on around my hair. Now I'm going to take some of the Marley hair, bring it back over to cover my hair, and I'm going to get the same rubber band and double it like this. So right here you can't see my lock. All you can see is this Marley hair. So that's a good way to conceal whatever kind of hair you have underneath, whether it's loose natural, dreadlocks like myself. So all you have to do now is start lightly twisting the Marley hair and going around to create your Bantu knot. And I don't want to twist it too tight because I do want my Bantu knot to be full without using a whole lot of hair. The reason you're twisting it is so you don't have too many strays. You don't want a lot of stray hair. I'm going to loosen this up a little bit. I don't want it to get too tight. And now that I'm getting close to the end, I'm going to start going down to the base of the Bantu knot so I can slip this hair underneath and secure it. And this way you don't have to use any more rubber bands or hairpins to secure it at all. See that? All right. So I'm just going to keep doing this until I am finished. I have 4, 5, 6 more to do. And I might rewrap this one, but that's pretty much it. Pretty much it.